Shabbat Shalom to the Mr.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to Yahshua's temple. Those that are here, those that may see it on Evanston TV or CAN TV or on YouTube, we thank you for letting us come in to your home.
Amen.
As always, we pray this be a blessing. We are keeping Yahweh's holy days on his last holy day of this particular calendar year, and it's called the 8th day.
Yes.
Really don't have many scriptures on it, but we know that he told us to keep it, right?
That's right, that's right.
If he didn't have but one, we know he told us to keep it there.
Right,
So
right.
we should keep it and read that one scripture and meditate on that one scripture, right?
Amen.
And that we know he'd be well pleased with that. But as I said earlier, that people that come up with
There.
some things to saying that we know that Yahweh, or they saying that we know that Yahweh is not trying to save the whole world at this time. If he was, it wouldn't be no problem. But he do want the world to be saved. But people who have not accepted the message, they ain't gonna be saved.
That's it. Teach and tell like it is.
But they are saying that these people can be saved,
Yeah.
and they give some scriptures, but the scriptures don't back it up. So therefore, we're just gonna read scriptures that back up what we're talking about. Praise the mighty Yah. So we're really gonna start out with what we just came out of the Feast of Sukkot, and then we'll work on down to where we at, okay? Well, let's look at always Leviticus chapter 23. That gives us our foundation. And once you get the foundation, you're on the right foundation. You should never be shaken off of the foundation.
You should, you should.
No.
If you know it's the true foundation, you won't get shaken
You
off.
won't.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise on.
Hold on tight.
All right. Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1 to establish these days. And it reads,
And Yahweh Amar to Moshe, Amar to the high band of Israel, and Amar to them concerning the feast of Yahweh, which you shall proclaim to be Kadesh convocation. Even these are Yah's feasts.
so you may talk to somebody and they may tell you time you kept the last great day, you kept Sukkot, they say, well, you don't supposed to do that for the Jewish people.
So they say,
Flashback, I'm not Jewish, but I'm a Yadel.
that's right, praise the mighty Yah.
Okay?
That's it.
I'm not Jewish, but I'm Israel.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
not Jewish, but I'm Hebrew.
Yes, we are.
Hallelujah.
And these feasts were given to those people. And I happen to be one of them, and the people here happen to be one of them. So therefore, we're doing what he told us to do.
Hallelujah.
So you will be informed to say, you see, that it said, Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of Yahweh, you shall proclaim them to be holy convocation. Even these are my feasts. Not even Moshe saying these
That's
are my
right.
feasts. He said, Yahweh said,
That's
even
right.
these are my feasts. If you ever get that in you, then you won't let people say, well, see, all that stuff is the Mosaic stuff. But when you find out that this is Yahweh saying it,
Right,
not
right.
Moshe saying, he's just repeating it.
That's
right?
it.
So, but when you don't want to do what Yahweh says, then it sounds better. Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Praise up.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, let's skip down to verse 36. 36. Let me read.
7 yams you shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. On the 8th yam shall be a Kadesh convocation unto you. You shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. It is a solemn assembly, and you shall do no Shabbat work therein.
So it's like our regular Sabbath, but we are not supposed to do any work on this day. This is what thus said Yahweh. It's not what thus said Moshe.
That's right.
Moshe was instructed to tell the children of Israel, this is what Yahweh wants you to do.
Yep.
You and I are instructed to tell the children of
That's
Israel,
right.
this is what they're supposed to do. Whether they do it or not, that's on you.
That's right.
On them, I
It's
should
on
say.
them.
Not on me. It's
Right,
on
right.
them. So when you do your part, then they have to do their part. So if they don't do their part, then we feel for them, but ain't nothing else we can do for them.
That's right.
Amen.
7 days you shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation
Uh-huh.
unto you, and you shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. It is a solemn assembly,
Yeah.
and you shall do no servile work, or no ordinary work, or no customary work.
That's right. Thus says Yahweh.
Don't do none of the thing that you were doing yesterday.
Uh-huh.
All right? If you were cutting the yard yesterday, don't cut the yard tomorrow. Okay? Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Praise
Well, that's all Yahweh said. Again, that's what I said. When we coming through the end of the Pagua, Sukkot ended. So if we made it through there, then we are guaranteed that we should be guaranteed to be in the new beginning or be in the 8th day. But you got to make it through
That's right.
the 1,000-year period, right?
Yes.
You can get into the 1,000-year period, it might not come out. Or come out on the wrong side.
Hallelujah.
All right. Skip down to verse 40. And it reads,
And you shall take you on the first Yom the boughs of the totally tree, branches of palm tree, and the boughs of thick tree, and willows of the brook. And you shall shemak before Yahweh your Elohim 7 Yoms.
all these things is what our ancestors did. And we had some people was telling us, well, they weren't telling us. This is what the Jewish people were saying. Well, see, they had these boots and they were just out there in the wilderness and they were just looking up at the stars through their boots. I'm saying it rained out there in the wilderness. It got cold out there in the wilderness. I don't think they was out there with an open boot. I think it was enclosed, just like when the people they call Africa, we see them have these little huts. It don't rain in them, it's enclosed, right?
Right, right.
So that's the way the boots were. So they kept warm and they kept the rain and stuff off.
Yeah, they did.
And I did say I saw one once before. Esau had made one, and the one that he made it from these branches that we just read about. And I couldn't see nothing out of it. But he wanted us to tear it down, but he didn't want to pay the money to tear it down, so we did tear it down. But that's the only person I've seen that made one, by what Yahweh said in the book. But we see them make them out of a structure, some plywood and stuff, and put some green leaves on them. But it's the thing that you'll remember.
That's it. That's it. It's a memorial.
You remember, and this is what your ancestors do, and Yahweh blessed them
Yes, he did.
all that time while they
Yes,
was
he
in
did.
So if he blessed them, you know he's gonna bless
That's
you.
right. Praise the mighty Yah. Yeah, it's ours. It's ours.
All these things are for an example to us.
Yes, it is.
So if we don't get the example from reading his word and see what he did for our ancestors, we'll never get nothing.
That's right.
So that's why he got it in his book for us to see these things and draw from them. Praise our Yahweh.
Praise up.
Next verse says,
And you shall shamar it a feast unto Yahweh. 7 yoms in the year, it shall be a statute forever. In your generation, you shall celebrate it in the 7th month.
so according to the calendar we call it the Hebrew calendar, or Yahweh's calendar. This is the 7th month. But the Gregory calendar is the 9th month.
Yeah.
Or 10th month, I'm sorry. Why they close together? Anyway, this is what's going on. So they'll change everything around. But anyway, this is doing about the Sukkot. So we made it through Sukkot. Now we working toward that new beginning, which is a new beginning. Well, they saying new beginning because the numbers in the Hebrew got what? Numeric value.
Yes, indeed.
So 7 is completion and 8 is new beginning.
Okay.
Whether that in Yahweh's eyesight or not, but that's what they got in the in the books that we read about. Okay? Praise mighty Yah.
Praise
Yes.
So, but if we don't make it through the path over the Sukkot, then we won't make it into the 8th day. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do we want to make it into
Yes,
the
we do. That's what we're striving for.
Do we want to make it to completion?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Praise the mighty
Praise
God.
Him.
Yeah.
That's what we always want to do. We
Yes.
always want to get to the place that Yahweh has for us.
Yes.
All right? Now, let's look at Numbers chapter 29. This is another place where it literally used the word 8.
29.
Okay? It literally used the word 8. Okay? Says 29:35. If you got it, you can read.
On the 8th Yom, you shall have a solemn assembly. You shall do no Shabbat work therein.
Again, he's being redundant, letting know on the 8th day you should have a solemn assembly. It's a set aside day. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like any day. It's a set aside day.
That's right. It's in the same day.
So that should be good enough for us right there.
Yes, it should.
The 8th day he set aside for us to do his will,
Yeah.
to observe him and do the things that is pleasing in his sight.
Yeah.
And that's what we endeavoring to do.
That's what we are
The things
doing.
that pleasing his sight. Next verse says,
But you shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire, a sweet savor unto Yahweh. 1 bullock, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without blemish.
well, I'm sure you're glad that you're not a farmer, right? You're in livestock now. But you have to give up a lot of animals now, right? But Yahshua did that for us.
Praise
That's the
Yahweh.
thing that Yahshua did for us.
Yeah, that's it.
But the ordinance, he didn't take them out of our way.
No, he didn't teach it tell like
I
it
said over
is.
and over, you never can show me an ordinance that Yahweh gave
That's
us
right, they cannot.
that was against us.
No. They're for us.
No law against you until you break it.
That's
The
it.
law is neutral
Uh-huh.
until you break it.
That's it.
Somebody assigned some laws, written some laws, and say, okay, if you do this, you're going to be punished, or if you violate this law, you're going to be punished.
Right, right.
Yahweh did the same
Yes,
thing.
he
So
did.
they copied it off of him.
That's it.
They
That's
don't
it.
do it right like him. They copied off
Yeah,
of him,
that's
right?
it.
So they are supposed to be established upon his law.
Uh-huh.
But what verse that next verse said?
Their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullock and for the ram and for the lamb shall be according to their number after the manner.
So this is what you're supposed to do. This is what Yahweh said. At the lesson on the Sabbath, we were talking about transgressing and trespass and all of those things, which means you violating Yahweh's principles.
That's it. That's it.
You are neglecting to do what Yahweh
Uh-huh.
said,
Yeah.
or you overstepping your boundaries.
That's it.
Yahweh say do this, you decide to do this. That means you overstepping, right?
Uh-huh.
Amen.
So Yahweh say keep this day. You don't do it, then you overstepping your boundaries.
Yes, you
right?
are.
But and then you go around and say I am a child of the King.
Huh.
And we also where Yahweh say, hey, make your boast by breaking the law that would and saying you a Jew by breaking the law.
Huh.
That don't work.
No, it does not. Not with Yahweh.
You got to keep the law.
It makes a must.
Keep it. Amen.
So, but that's a bad word in this world that we're living in. Because we in this world that we're living in what is called hell of this world,
Okay.
which is Satan.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So you are keeping his tradition when you
Right,
don't do what
right.
Yahweh said.
Right.
So therefore you do what 1 John 3 and 4 say. The transgression of the law is sin.
Yes, it is.
So if it's no transgression, there is no law.
That's right.
If there ain't no law, then there ain't no transgression.
That's
right?
it.
So you can't sin. So, but the people are saying that sin been done away, Yahweh did done away with, but we read in the scriptures yesterday about this all these transgressions. So I mean, this sin is still here. So if sin is here, then it's speeding that the law be here to
Yes,
point
it
it
is.
out.
That's right. That's it. That's what it's for.
This is what Yahweh's word is doing. It's pointing out to us what we need to do and what we don't need to do. So, you got a full understanding of what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Then you make what? An informed decision.
That's it.
I believe it,
Uh-huh.
then I'll do it.
That's it.
If I don't believe it, I won't do it.
Right.
And I'll keep on getting the same things I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yes, you will.
We keep on getting hit upside the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you refuse to do what thus said Yahweh, right?
Yeah.
All right, look at, you read 38 yet?
No.
Read it.
And one goat for a kata offering, besides continued burnt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering.
So if they had not did this, all these people in the Old Testament that did this, or the Ibryi did this, when Yahshua came and died, then his blood covered them. But the one that didn't do it, his blood didn't cover them.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we know when he came, most of all these people already had moved
Uh-huh.
in their graves, so they got covered. But the here and hadn't, and they had been forgiven, his blood had covered them, but then they went out and transgressed again. They didn't get covered till they what? Repent.
Teach it, tell like it is, so the yams can know.
Because if they went out and transgressed again, that means they have what? Violated Yahweh's
Yes, you
instructions. That
have.
means they
Yes, you have.
neglected to do what Yahweh said.
That's it.
So they broke his ordinance.
Uh-huh.
When you break his ordinance, this is what happened. When we don't do what he said, we hadn't kept none of those feast days that he put in Leviticus. We were overstepping our boundaries. We wasn't keeping his law. We wasn't keeping his statutes. But we're saying. So we do have people saying, they say they Israel, but they say they can't do what Yahweh says.
No.
We in our enemy land. We can't do this. That's a cop out, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, prove them wrong. And Yahweh say we can do all things, right?
That's, yes,
But
yes.
that has to be constantly spoken out of our mouth so it can get down into our spirit man, our spirit woman, right?
Yeah.
So when the enemy comes to try to cipher that out, we won't let it be ciphered out. We'll speak it
That's right.
and tell him to get behind us. So Yahweh told me to do it. I read it, therefore I'm doing it.
That's
Praise the mighty
it.
Yahweh.
Praise up.
All right, look at Nehemiah chapter 8. Again, where it's telling you explicitly, this is what we are doing.
Uh-huh.
This is the date.
This is the day.
8:18. You got it? You can read.
Also, Yom by Yom, from the first Yom unto the last Yom, he read in the book of the High Torah of Yahweh, and they shema the feast 7 Yom, and on the 8th Yom was a solemn assembly, according to the manner.
So the previous 7 days had no connection with this.
No, it does not.
This is the 8th day. Previous 7 were dealing with Sukkot. This is dealing with the 8th day. This is dealing with the new beginning. Whatever Yahweh have in store for in the new beginning, we don't know. But we know it's going to be better than what we had.
Yes, yes, praise the mighty Yah. Yes, it will.
So therefore, that gives us an incentive,
Yes, it should.
to do what's pleasing in His sight, so we can make it and be in it.
Right, right.
Right?
Should.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise up.
Read that verse again.
Also, Yom by Yom, from the first Yom unto the last Yom, he read in the book of the High Torah of Yahweh, and they shema the feast 7 Yom, and on the 8th Yom was a solemn assembly, according unto the manner.
Did you read that right?
Yeah.
See, also, day by day or yom by yom, from the first yom unto the last yom, he read in the book of the law of Moshe.
Oh, no.
Huh?
No.
Oh.
I thought this was Moshe law.
That's what they say.
Yahweh. Yahweh.
That's what some say.
You're
So,
wrong.
YHWH has been confused with Moshe.
I guess.
Yes.
All these educated people can't see that. So, and they kept the feast 7 days.
Yeah.
And on the 8th day was the solemn assembly.
Uh-huh.
And they also kept that.
Yeah.
We also keep that.
As we doing tonight, praise the mighty Yah. Praise you. Yes.
Because it's worthy for us to do these.
Yes, it is. It's a must.
But Yahweh is happy.
Yes, he is. He's well pleased with us.
Elohim is happy.
Yes, they are.
They're simcon for us.
Yes.
Because we being in compliance with
Hallelujah.
Yahweh's word.
Yes,
Praise
we
Yahweh,
are.
Yahweh.
Praise him.
Yahweh is good. Look at 2nd Chronicles. So, in this, we're going to run in some scriptures that dealing with, going to actually pronounce the 8th day.
Okay.
But the most of we're going to read is going to be dealing with the 7 years, or the 7,000 year reign. Yeah. Okay, and 2nd Chronicles chapter 9, chapter 7, I'm sorry, and verse 9. Yes, chapter 7, verse 9, and it reads.
And in the 8th Yom, they made a solemn assembly. For they should mark the dedication of the altar 7 Yom, and the feast 7 Yom.
Again, they are being in compliance with what Yahweh said. Right? Also, at the same time, Shlomo kept the feast of the 7 days, and all Israel with him, and very great congregation. So, we are not as big as that one, but all around the world, we look around, we got little groups here, little groups there, and keeping Yahweh. So we
That's right.
It's there.
Yes, it is.
You may not have a mega place like Creflo and Joel Osteen because you're not saying what people want to hear.
That's right. Teacher, tell like it is.
Stop doing some stuff that you're doing.
Yeah.
Or else you won't make it.
Yeah.
That's saying, well, you know, Yahweh just too good, you know.
Don't believe that lie.
Yahweh won't do that. But you can't tell him that. Yahweh will punish
Yes,
you.
it is. It's written.
If you don't obey, he will punish you.
Yes, he will. Yes, he has.
Say, whoever I love, I do what?
Chasten.
So he's going to correct you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's saying that, they're saying he ain't going to do nothing. He's a loving elder. He ain't going to do nothing to you. He's going to just let you skate. He ain't going to let you skate right onto the lake of fire. All right, next verse said.
And on the 3 and 20th Yom of the 7th month, he sent the Hayam away into their tent, glad and merry and paid for the toldness that Yahweh had showed unto David and to Solomon, to Israel, his am.
So this is the only way you're going to know if Yahweh going to perform his word when you do what he tells you to do.
That's it. That's the only way.
If you don't do it, then you will never know if he's
You'll
going to
never
perform.
know.
If you never try him, you
That's
never
it.
know he can perform it. So when he started in verse 8, he said, also at the same time, Shlomo made the feast 7 days, and all Israel with him, and very great congregation, for the entrance of Hannah unto the river Ephraim, or Euphrates, not Euphrates, but it's Mizraim, praise the mighty Yah. And in the 8th day, they made a solemn assembly, and they kept the dedication. So it's some things that happened in a specific time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yahweh wants you to do it
That's
on a
it.
specific time.
On his specific
Not
time.
the next day, on the Pacific time
That's
that you
right.
prescribed, okay?
Appointed time.
Well, Yahweh, I got a headache this Sabbath, so I'll do it tomorrow. No,
No.
today.
That's it.
Say headache, get behind it
That's it. Praise the mighty Yah.
and see what it happens.
Yes, it will happen.
Speak the word to your body and see what it happens.
It will.
So Yahweh told you to do it, right?
Yes, it did.
That's faith. You speaking and telling your body, hey, I'm healed.
Yeah.
I don't have no headache.
That's right.
But the average person that in their Crohn's state of Crohn's mind say, hey, you lying.
That's right.
No, I'm speaking those things that are not as though they were.
Yes, yes. Praise the mighty Yah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes.
That's how you got to live as being a believer. You got
That's
to
it.
live like Yahweh.
That's it.
Yahweh called those things that be as though they were.
Uh-huh.
You don't see them, but he says them, there's a word, all right? So we say when he created the universe, he spoke it, right?
Yes, he did.
It came to fruition,
Yes,
right?
he did.
Right. So he gave you and I what? That same power.
Yes, he did.
Gave us that same Marshall.
Yes, he did.
But we either we too scared to speak it, or we speak it and take it right back.
Huh.
Or when he say bring all your cares to me and leave them there, we'll bring them there, and then go back with them.
Go back and
You
get it.
been had them 20 years and you ain't got no result.
Right.
Why you gonna go back to 21st year with them, right?
Right.
You couldn't get rid of them then. So that's why we're saying, so we have to do what Yahweh said.
That's it.
When we do what Yahweh said, then we can get the blessing that Yahweh
Yes, we
said.
can.
So if we do what Yahweh says and we don't get the blessing what Yahweh said, then you can have controversy with Yahweh. But if you don't do what Yahweh said and you don't get the blessing, then you can't have a controversy.
That's right. That's right.
Well, he told you what? Try me, right?
Prove me.
So if you don't do that, then it's on you.
That's it.
So let's look at this in John. Well, a lot of people, chapter 7, they put this in as being related to this 8th day. Well, I don't think it is. I think it's just what it said. Yakanan chapter 7, verse 37 and 8. Dealing with Feast of Tabernacles. You got it, you can read.
And that last Yom, that great Yom of the feast of Yahshua, stood and cried, Amen. If any are down thirst, let him come unto me and drink. And he that believeth on me, as the scripture hath Amen, out of his belly shall flow rivers of Mykayah, Mayim.
So if this is what it's talking about, the last day of the feast, he telling you that you come and drink,
No.
and then you can get what he has for you, or what? So if he tells you to do that, he got up and spoke it to you. Now you have to receive it, right? Because if you don't receive it, you can't get it, right? Mykayah give me $100 and I don't receive it, guess what? I don't never get a chance to spend it, right?
You don't get nothing.
Okay, so he gives it to you, you don't receive it, then you can't get the value out of it.
That's right.
So we have to receive what he gives us
That's
so we can
it.
get
That's a must.
what he has for us.
Yes, yes.
But we want to get it, but we don't want to receive it.
Huh.
We want to do what it takes to receive, he said. But we have to.
Yes, we do.
Read it again.
In the last Yom, that great Yom of the feast of Yahshua, stood and cried, Amen. If any out there thirst, let him come unto me and drink. He that believeth on me, as the scripture had admired, out of his belly shall flow rivers of Mykayah and Mayim.
When you tell him, I'm speaking this to you, if you do what, you're going to receive something. Right? How many of us believe this?
We do.
So if you don't believe this, then you don't believe nothing about the new beginning.
Okay.
And if you don't believe about the new beginning, so you can't look forward to the new beginning.
That's right. Teach it tell like
If
it
you don't
is.
believe nothing about the new beginning.
Right.
You're thinking it like it is, as the brother said, well, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah, that's a myth. You know what I'm saying? Where you been?
I know, right?
Yahweh don't speak myths.
No, he does not.
Speak truth.
That's it. That's all he
And
treats.
he left them there for what? An example for
Yes,
you.
he has.
You don't follow the same pathway, so you don't get the reward that they get. So when people have their own idea, have their own way of doing things, then it makes sense to them. Because they can't see it. That's when some people say, well, how did Miriam have a baby without a man? How do Yahweh create Adam without about a man and a woman?
Right.
Which one is the hardest? Taking dirt and making a person that can breathe and walk and talk and think,
That's right. Praise Yahweh.
or taking something that he already had created and overshadowed it, and it became a living and breathing being. See, even though your carnal perception can't receive that, that's too that don't make sense.
Right, right.
So once we come to Yahshua, no, we're no longer in our carnal
That's right. Hallelujah.
mindset. Now we're in the
Hallelujah.
spirit set.
Yes, we are.
We have to think like Yahweh.
Yes.
So if we stop thinking like Yahweh, then we
Huh.
keep on getting what we get.
Yes, you will.
The things that we don't want.
That's it.
So let's start thinking like
Damn.
Yahweh. Or let's just do what Yahweh
That's
said.
it. Just do as
So
he
he can
said.
do what he said he
Right,
want to
right.
do for you, right?
That's it.
So he's telling us these things, so let's keep them in mind. He said, in the last day, the great day of the feast, Yahshua stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. He that believeth on me, as the scriptures has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Yes, it will.
So he promised you something
Yes,
that's
it
going to
will.
happen if you believe on it.
Yep.
So it's the same thing. If you believe about the feast days, then you're going to get that living water.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
According to your faith.
But if you don't believe on it, then you don't get that living
It's
water.
nothing.
Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Praise up.
All right, let's look at Revelation chapter 21. Revelation chapter 21. Revelation chapter 21. Verse 6. You got it?
Revelation 21.
Yeah, 21 and 6. Revelation 21 and 6. Everybody got it?
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. And it says,
And Yahshua married unto me. It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the high beareth and the high end. I will give unto him that is a thirst of the fountain of the high Mayim,
so
of God freely.
he's telling you it's already done.
Yes, it is.
Not gonna be done, it's already done. So we have to receive it, it's already done, not thinking about it gonna be done.
Right, right. Receive it, believe it.
So he's saying, and he said, and Yahshua said, even though it don't use that name there, but this he is talking about Yahshua. And Yahshua, Amar unto me, it is done. I'm the Aleph and the top, the beginning and the end.
Yes.
I will give unto him that is a thirst. So if you're thirst for the word of Yahweh, you receive the word of Yahweh.
Yes, you will.
If you're not thirst for the word of Yahweh, you don't get the word of Yahweh.
No, you won't. How
Because
can
you
you?
don't want it.
That's
You're
it.
just going through the motion.
That's
You're
it.
not really thirsty for it.
Huh?
You're not really seeking for it. You just want to be around it.
Huh?
And you think just by being around that's going to
That's
help
not
you.
gonna get it. That's gonna
You
get
know,
it.
just in case if I be around, just in case I be around the temple or around the place that teaching Yahweh's word, the fallout gonna come on me. No, if you don't accept it, the fallout ain't gonna come on. You can be around them all the time.
That's right.
But you really don't believe what coming off the page of this Bible, then you ain't gonna receive nothing.
That's it. Teach it, tell it like
But
it
what
is.
you've been receiving all the time,
Hard knocks.
that's what you're gonna get. Verse 6 again.
And Yahshua married unto me. It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, high beareth and the end. I will give unto him that is the thirst of the fountain of the high Mayim of Kai freely.
So the word is life. The word is Kai. The word is life.
Yes, it
Yahweh's
is.
word is life to all of us.
Yes, it is.
So if we don't accept the word, then we don't accept the life.
That's it.
So all these things he have us to do is pertaining to us having life.
Yes.
Yes.
All the feast days we do is pertaining to us having life in
Yes.
him. Because
Hallelujah.
we being obedient.
Yes.
But when we don't, we are violating and we are neglecting to do what he have commanded us to do,
That's it.
then we don't have life. Well, people, I'm breathing just like you. Yeah, you're breathing just like me, but you don't have the life that Yahweh talking
No,
about.
you
You don't
don't.
have the Kai.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
Okay? You have the physical life, but
Right.
you need the spiritual life.
Yeah, you're spiritually moved.
Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Praise up.
Hallelujah.
All right, 22 and 17 of the same book. And it reads,
And the high Ruach and the bride Amar come. Let him that Shemaiah Amar come. And let him that athirst come. And whosoever will, let him take the Hamim of Kai freely.
So it's telling us what we need to do, right?
Yep.
These are instructions that we
Yes,
need to
they
do.
are.
We need to follow them, right? If you want what he said, you have to follow what he said to do, right?
Yeah.
You put money in the bank, if you don't follow the procedure that they told you to put it, you ain't gonna never get that money out.
Yeah, gets nothing.
Okay? So if you don't follow the procedure that Yahweh gave you, then you're not gonna get what he
No,
has
you're
for
not.
you.
How can you?
So that put it in worldly terms, right? That you can understand it. So
That's right.
say, and the Ruach and the bride said, come, and let him that heareth say, come.
Yeah.
And let him that is athirst come. So in other words, again, you got to be like when you actually thirst for water, you got to actually be thirsting for the word of Yahweh.
Yes.
That's right. You got to have a thirst for the word of Yahweh. If you don't have a thirst for the word of Yahweh, you're not going to receive it.
No, you're not.
And whosoever will, let him take the Mayim of Kai freely. So you can get it free. It's free. There's no charge.
That's right.
You don't have to send the temple of love gift. Okay? It's free.
Amen. Thank you.
And if you hear this tape and it appeals to you, and you call us, we'll get one out to you.
Praise the mighty
Yahweh.
Yah.
With no charge.
Yes.
Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Well, I just seen he gave it to me free. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Praise God.
Read.
For I testify unto every Adam that Shema of the Hadabad of the prophecy of this book. If any Adam shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
Now, you don't have to believe that, because you think you've been taught that Yahshua did away with all the plagues. There ain't no plague going to come up on you, because he came and did away with all this, so you plague free. You stand free, you plague free. You can just do whatever you want. Ain't no plague coming up on you, and you don't have no repercussions for what you're doing. But if you read the word of Yahweh, you know there's a repercussion.
Thus says Yahweh.
There are penalties.
Yes, they are.
In the world, you can get away with some of the things you do for a long time. But eventually, you get caught.
Yeah.
With Yahweh, he may not get you right away.
Right.
Similar to when I was growing up, my mother would say, okay, I'm going to whoop you, boy. Well, she let me off.
Yeah.
Maybe she did about 3 times. But that 4th time, she whooped me. And then she wrestled. Why, you know what I told you, boy? How And she whooped me some more and the rest. And then talk about them other times and whooped me some more. So there's some time that's going to catch up with you, then you got to pay.
Yeah.
But when you're having fun doing sin, then you don't think about the consequences. But when the consequences come, you think. So when you not doing what Yahweh said, you having fun. But when Yahweh take that armor of protection around you, and you start receiving the consequences, then you want to know why.
Right.
Why? Because you not following him. Why? Because you're not doing what he said for you to do.
That's right.
Why?
Teach it tell like it is.
Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 6. So he's telling you all through the book.
He's warning us.
He wants you to have all these blessings that he has for you.
Yeah.
But you got to get in line.
That's it.
If you don't get in line, you can't get them. You're in the line for the tithe. The other line is for the money. So what do you think? You're going to get tithe, you ain't going to get no money. Because you in the wrong line. You got to get in the right line. All right.
That's it.
44:6 of Iyshshah, Isaiah. And it read,
Thus Amar Yahweh, the high Malach of Israel, and his Redeemer, Yahweh of Shabbat. I am the first, I am the last, and beside me there is no Elohim.
there's nobody beside me. So he letting you know, I am the first and the last. So everything I have made, I promise you, you are able to get it. You are able to receive it.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's telling this over here in Yahshua, right? So when we get in the New Testament, he's telling us the same promise, then that should confirm it, right?
Yeah, it should.
If we do what he said, then we can get the thing that he wants us to have. But if we don't do what he said, then we can't get the thing that he wants us to have. And then we want to know why. Why? Because you are violating his principles.
That's it.
When you violate his principles, you get punished.
That's it.
Well, Yahweh ain't fair.
Huh. Yes, he is.
That's what your flesh thinks. But he's giving you opportunity, after opportunity,
Right,
to
right.
change your ways, and you refuse.
That's it.
But yet you want to say he's not fair.
Huh.
He's not fair. All right, verse 44 and read back up to verse 3. Back up to verse 3 and read.
For I will pour my aim upon him that is thirsty, and the flood upon the dry ground. I will pour my ruach upon thy seed, my berekins upon thy offspring.
This is what Yahweh is promising.
Yes.
We only get this when we do what? Follow his
That's
instructions.
it. That's it.
We don't follow his instructions. We don't keep his holy days. We don't keep his Sabbath days. We don't keep his commandments. We don't keep his ordinance. We don't keep his statutes. We buy into the lie that they've been done away with.
Uh-huh.
We buy into the lie that Moshe gave us.
Okay.
So we think, okay, we're okay.
Yeah.
But the day of reckoning is coming.
Yes, it is. Teach it tell like it is, so the
The day of
answer
reckoning
no.
is coming.
Yes, it is.
Praise the mighty
Raise up.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 48 and 12. Isaiah 48 and 12.
48.
48 and 12. So here, Yahweh is always exhorting us to be obedient.
Yes, he is.
He's never exhorting us to be disobedient.
No, he's not.
exhorting us to be obedient.
That's it.
So obedience is better than what? So we think if we give us the sacrifice, then we okay. No,
Huh.
they will do the job, but he rather what? Obedient.
That's it.
Amen.
So if we obey him, then we don't have to offer up a sacrifice.
That's right.
All right, chapter 12. Verse 12. I'm sorry. Read.
Hearken unto me, O Yaakov and Israel, Mykayah. I am he. I am the first. I am also the last.
So he's telling you. So everybody else in between ain't gonna matter.
That's right.
He's the first and the last. So everything he has to ascribe to you, you can have it
Yes, we can.
if you apply yourself to it.
That's right.
Look at Matthew chapter 26. We have to apply ourselves
That's
to
it. It's a must.
what he has given us to do.
Uh-huh.
So we have what he told us to do, but we don't apply ourselves to doing the thing that he told us to do, then we don't get the benefit.
No, you do not. I can.
So you want to know, you be just like our ancestors. You say, well, I saw that mountain a couple weeks ago. Or you come right back around that same mountain.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
All right, Matthew 26:2. And read.
You yada that after 2 Yowm is the feast of Pesach, and the high bond of Adon is betrayed to be crucified.
So here he's telling his disciples some things. This is one of the holy days he's talking about, okay? We kept it already.
Uh-huh.
It's something that we're supposed to do.
That's right.
If we do that, we get blessed.
Yes, we do. Yes,
If
we
we don't
are.
do it, we don't get the blessing that we want.
Not from Yahweh.
So if we do all these holy days, then we get the blessing that we want. Now you may not have a $65 million jet,
Uh-huh.
you know. Somebody in Arabia might not send you $65 million to buy a jet,
Yeah.
so you can come over there and preach. But you will get the blessings of Yahweh.
Yes, you will. Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Praise the mighty.
Raise up.
More valuable than ever.
That might not be the
Now,
best.
content.
22 and 26 and 2, I'm sorry. We read that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, verse 17. Read.
Now the first Yom of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the disciples came to Yahshua, mine, and to Yahshua. Where would thou that we prepared for thee to eat the Pesach?
So now we got there's English people giving us two things. The first is the past, is unleavened bread. Now they tell us unleavened bread. Which one is it? It's Pesach or it's unleavened bread?
Okay.
We know on the first day of the Passover, they did eat unleavened bread. But the 7 days of the feast was strictly for them to eat unleavened bread.
That's right. That's right. Teach it.
So when we didn't eat unleavened bread during those 7 days, then we were neglecting Yahweh's ordinance. We were neglecting to do what He said. We were stepping outside our boundaries, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We was breaking His statutes, His law.
Uh-huh.
So what you think happened when you break His statutes and His law? You think He bless you?
No.
Because some people think that they're supposed to get blessed even though they don't.
Yeah, so some think that.
But you don't get blessed by being disobedient. The quicker you get that into your mind, the better off you're going to be, right?
Yeah, yeah. Sooner the better.
All right, look at verse 29. And it reads,
But I admire unto you, I will not drink henceforth this fruit of the vine until that Yom when I drink it new with you in my Abba's Malkuth.
so he's making a statement to us and telling us that I'm not going to do this until.
Uh-huh.
So he went and up trying to, coach him to break what he said, right?
Huh.
And try to get him to not do what he said. So, okay, you sure I know what you said, but come on, drink it now. He said no. So that's what you have to say.
That's right.
When somebody wants you to keep the Passover, when it's not Passover season.
Okay.
Okay? Everything has a season.
Yes,
in
it
Yahweh's
does.
name.
Yes, it does.
When you hear these preachers where they're fleecing the people,
Uh-huh. Teach it.
they season, when the season is one day,
Huh.
they have it a whole month. So you have, the window is still open.
Yeah.
Just send this.
So they say,
you
yeah.
get this blessing because you still have that chance. So that's not what Yahweh
Uh-uh.
said, right?
Nope.
So if we do what Yahweh says, then we get the benefits. Look at Luke chapter 2 and 42. 2 and 42. All we're reading about things that Yahweh said for the people that believe in Him to do.
That's it.
If we believe in the Bible, we do what the Bible says. If we don't believe in the Bible, we don't do what the Bible
That's
says.
it. Teach it that like it is.
And you can tell the people that say they believe in the Bible, when you look at them and see if they doing what the Bible says.
That's it.
Then, excuse me, you can see them by their deeds. You know them by their deeds. You
That's
know
it.
them by their labor.
Uh-huh.
You know that they're not doing it, right?
Right.
All right, I said, where did I say? 2:42, and it reads.
And when he was
Go ahead.
and when Yahshua was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast.
So, at 12 years old, he had Yahweh's business on his mind.
That's it.
So, most of us didn't have that privilege, so we didn't know about
No, we
Yahweh.
did not. No, we did not.
We didn't know about these things that we're doing now.
Right.
Because our oppressor,
Uh-huh.
our physical oppressor and our spiritual oppressor, Satan,
Uh-huh.
had hidden these things.
That's right. Teach it.
So, now we coming out.
That's we are. Praise be to Abba Yahweh. Praise up.
We don't want
Praise
us to come
up.
out, but we coming out.
That's it.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Hallelujah.
All right, Yahshua chapter 5 and verse 1. And it reads,
After this, there was a feast of the Yahdim, and Yahshua went up to Jerusalem.
so he's giving us explicit instruction. He did it, so whatever he did, whichever feast it was,
Uh-huh.
he went up and kept it, right?
Right.
So, excuse me. Satan, you still can't win.
That's right. You ain't got nothing on us. Praise Yahweh.
So, he was about his father's business.
Yes, he was.
We have to be by our father's business.
Yes, it's a must. Yes.
All the time.
All
We
the
gotta be
time,
by
no matter
Our
what.
father's business, all the time.
No
Have to
matter
be by
what.
Our father's business, because not just part-time, all the time.
This is the full time.
It's a full-time job.
Yes, it is.
Good job. We ain't got no part-time thing going on, right? Chapter 7 of this book, and verse 2.
7.
So, when Yahweh says do something, or Yahshua says do something, it's like Yahweh saying,
That's it. That's it.
you do it.
That's it. Just do what thus says Yahweh.
But if you don't just do what thus said Yahweh, you get punished.
Yes, you will. Yes, we have.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise up.
Chapter 7 and verse 2. And read.
Now the YHWH Feast of Tabernacles was at hand.
So, when the Feast of Tabernacles is at hand, where you supposed to be at?
At the temple.
At the temple that's keeping it, right?
Yeah.
Amen. So, praise Him.
By doing so, you get what? The blessing.
Yes, it is. Well pleasing to Yah.
Verse 10 says,
But when his ark were gone up, then went he, Yahshua, also up unto the feast, not openly, but as it were in secret.
he went up in secret, but he went up anyway.
Yes, he
right?
did.
Because he know they were trying to kill him. He was telling them what they didn't want to hear.
That's right.
When you telling them about these days, what we talking about, they don't want to hear.
Right, right.
Don't.
This is not for you, you black.
So they tell you.
Okay? This is for Jewish people.
That's right. So they say.
No, this is for Yahweh
That's
people.
it. That's for all who
All people
serve
that believe in
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
That's right.
these feasts is for them.
That's right.
No matter what your ethnicity
That's
is.
right. Teach it tell like it
Praise
is.
the mighty Yahweh.
Praise up.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, verse 14. And he read,
Now about the midst of the feast of Yahshua went up into the temple and taught.
so in the midst of the feast, that would mean like what? The middle.
That's
You got-
it.
If you can't, you got a little problem knowing what the midst is, that's the middle.
The middle.
You know what the middle of the week is, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
Is what the heathen calls what?
Wednesday.
Hump day.
But what Yahweh calls it.
The midst.
Or is it what? Fourth day?
That's right.
Praise the mighty
Praise
Yahweh.
up.
Okay. Back to where we started out. Were we talking about? Did we read 2 Chronicles 29 and 17?
Yeah.
We did?
No.
Okay, 2 Chronicles 29 and 17. This is what this day is about. This is the 8th day. And Yahweh has given us instruction to have a solemn
Yes,
assembly.
he has. Yes, he has.
And we're being in compliance
Yes,
with
we are.
what Yahweh says.
Yes, we are.
And we know that He's smiling on us.
Yes, he is. Praise
Know that He's
mighty
well
Yah.
pleasing
Yes, he is.
with us for being obedient to Him. Praise our Yahweh.
Praise up.
All right, 29 and 17. And it reads.
Now they began on the first Yowm of the first month to sanctify, and on the 8th Yowm of the month came they to the porch of Yahweh. So they sanctified the high buyer from Yahweh in 8 Yom, and in the 16th Yom of the first month they made an end.
They made an end. So it's a time when it's an end, it's an end.
That's it.
So when you hear these people saying it's not over yet now, if it's the 16 and there's something you call it end.
That's it.
So if the 16 and this person is telling you, okay, you still have time, the window of opportunity is still open for you.
Okay.
They're sending this love offering, and the window is still open, and you're going to be blessed mightily
So they
the
say,
next 12 months.
right?
Just remember what you read.
Uh-huh.
Yahweh didn't say that.
Oh, you did not?
That was some man said. So when you listen to a man, then you wind up in all kinds of things.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So we talking about the 8th day,
Uh-huh.
and we'll read it back again in Leviticus 23:36 again. We just read it again to know that it was commanded not by Moshe,
Yeah,
but by Yahweh.
that's it.
That's paramount to the person believing the law of Yahweh.
That's it.
Paramount for
Yes,
them
it
to
is.
know
A must.
that Yahweh is the one.
Uh-huh.
It's his law and
Yeah.
not Moshe. So now you won't have no excuse.
Right? None.
Okay. 23:36 says,
7 Yom, you shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. On the 8th Yom, you shall be in Kadesh convocation unto you, and you shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. It is a solemn assembly, and you shall do no Shabbat work therein.
so we ended on the same note, okay? This is a holy day that Yahweh set up.
Yes, it is.
Brother Mykayah didn't set it up.
No, he did not. No, you did not.
Shamayah didn't set it up.
Right?
Newman didn't set it up. Brother Tomaine didn't set it up. The mighty Yah set it up.
Praise the mighty Yah. Hallelujah.
So all the 4 men people I mentioned, if they set it up, you can omit it.
That's right. You ain't got to do
If
it.
Yahweh says you can't omit it.
That's right.
And then think you can be getting the benefits. Okay, so I thank you for showing up. As always, I pray that it's been a blessing to you just to be doing what you always say, to be in his presence, reading his word. In Yahshua Hashem, I speak it to you, receive it now. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Amen.